more documentaries and more people talking about a lot of the animal welfare stuff that's going on right now, especially a lot in light with the conservation game, with the zoos now, you know, that film shedding light on some of the zoos and on what's going on behind the doors. So tell me a little bit more about how you got involved with the documentary.
Yeah, great question. This whole evolution, the universe usually puts you in the place you're supposed to be if you pay attention.
Sure.
And so moving from the corporate world to the zoological world to the sanctuary world, if I hadn't had that life experience, sometimes for a number of years, I said, God, I wish I'd gotten into the sanctuary world sooner.
Yeah.
And really, a wise friend of mine said, yeah, but if you hadn't gone through the corporate, and then you hadn't gone to the zoo, and then you gone to the sanctuary, you wouldn't have that full picture and that evolution
Very
that
true.
gives you that full perspective.
Very true.
Yeah. So I had my wife had at the time come down with cancer while I was working at Big Cat Rescue,
Mm.
serious cancer,
Sorry to hear that.
and I made the decision after. She's doing well now, thank
Good.
you. But I made the decision to step down as development director of donor appreciation,
Mm-hmm.
and to tend to her recovery. And a little while after that, I was reached out to by Howard Baskin at the Sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, I know this producer director that's looking to potentially do a movie, and he needs a really good research person.
Yeah.
And Howard, having worked with Howard for 4 years, he knew my research skills, and we were just a perfect team there.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I think you'd be the perfect person for that. So I got it digitally introduced from Howard to Michael Weber, and I still got that original email saying, hey, this is what I'm looking to explore doing, and would you be interested in at the time solely doing research for me and working with me? And I said, absolutely.
Good.
And Mike and I, he's just a genius.
Yeah.
And we probably spent the first year and a half doing nothing but, living 24/7, immersed in the web, just looking for these, faux conservationists, looking for
Right.
the cats they handled, looking for the organizations that they might have got dumped off to. And we really did that for about a year and a half. And then Mike came back to me one time and said, I think the audience might be really interested in seeing how we're doing this, how we're putting together the
Mm-hmm.
puzzle. And I said, so I got some ideas how I'd like to bring you into the film. And so that's how the original plan was not for me to be on camera.
Right.
And then as we, worked for a number of years, I had the privilege and pleasure of coming on camera and helping show the audience how the whole team, Corinne Nasser, Tim Harrison, Keith Gadd, Russ Muntz, and Mike, man, it just, I don't think, and Mike's always said, I don't think we'll ever put together a team like this ever again.
Unless you put the same team together again.
Well, and yeah, we're talking, but we gotta finish this mission.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And
And
I
the mission,
I see the
yeah,
film's doing great, and it's being played all over the world now.
yeah. So the interesting aspect is that Mike's previous film with Tim Harrison,
Mm-hmm.
The Elephant in the Living Room, when they did that, it was just an instant hit in the United States,
Yeah.
and really the Australia loved it, but it really was more of a hit in the United States than other countries. And fast forward to 2021,
Yeah.
the conservation game, it's just been blowing it up all over the world. Just the different countries from Australia, where it's streaming nationwide on Stan, the streaming service, to Italy, to the UK is coming up. We're working on a number of other countries, but in the United States, it's like been one of the most difficult challenges trying to get wide distribution. And what my
Yeah.
personal belief is that the people we've exposed in the film, the Dave Salmanis, the Jared Millers, the Boone Smiths, they're all they're spokespeople
Yeah.
for the biggest entertainment companies, whether it be Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, ABC. So of course, people are afraid to touch something that's controversial. But the longer we released, I think back in April at the International Film Festival
Mm-hmm.
in Santa Barbara, and won the Social Justice Award there. I think that the more we've been out, the more the reviews have been rave. I think the traction is taken,
Yeah.
and I've got a strong belief that you're gonna find out November is going to be a a breakthrough month from us in the United States, is my prediction.
Good.
And so, yeah, film festival by film festival, private showing by private showing, we're moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really good. And for those who ever get a chance to go out to these film festivals right now to check out the film, I highly recommend it. I've seen it twice already. It's just
Hmm.
it's mind blowing. I haven't seen anything like this in maybe 10 years. Maybe, it's something where it's exposing such a huge industry. Maybe I think the last perfect example maybe could have been Blackfish, and I think maybe this could be sort of like maybe the Blackfish for big cats here in the U.S. Because it's such a huge issue. A lot of people don't realize that we have more big cats here in the U.S. than we do in the wild in the entire world. So it's obviously a huge problem, and something that I'm glad that the documentary is shedding light, and of course all the good stuff that's going on with the Big Cat Public Safety Act, where it's just going to make it harder for people to privately own these big cats, which I think it's great.
Yeah, you're spot on. We just got just another rave review from the Netherlands, and they compared it to Blackfish and the Cove.
Yeah,
So what an honor to be compared to the breakthrough documentaries.
absolutely.
And we're speaking of film festivals, we're gonna, I don't know when this will air, but we're ramping up now. Keith Gadd and myself, we're gonna be out in Austin, Texas, Thanksgiving weekend
Great.
at the we call it ANIFAB for short, but the Animals Fabula Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And they loved the documentary so much, the executive director had seen it, and we got rated, the juried score was 9.4 out of 10.
Perfect.
And they're actually going to make us the red carpet premiere on Friday night on the 26th of November.
Great.
Black tie, red carpet.
That's awesome.
They're going to repeat it on Saturday night and then repeat it again on Sunday. And then we're going to, Keith and I are going to do a workshop out there. So anybody that happens to be in Austin, Texas, Thanksgiving weekend, 26th, 27th, 28th, we're going to just blow it up out in Texas, and got a lot of like-minded animal advocates going to be out there.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, no, that sounds like a really fun party. I'd love to crash.
Yeah, come on out. We'd love to have you. Love to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Well, yeah, I definitely can't wait for the people to be able to actually see the film. For the folks that are at home, be able to actually stream it. And I think once it becomes streamable for everybody, I think the film is just going to even blow up
Yep.
even more.